All right, good morning, fourth grade. As you can tell, I'm losing my voice, and so I'm going to talk as loud as I can, and so just be a good listener today. All right, so this week we have been talking about text structures, that nonfiction authors take their stories and they create them in such a way that helps us better understand. They have a purpose for using those text structures, so I want to review those really fast. We talked about a time order structure, where the author tells the story in a sequence order. Sometimes they compare and contrast something. They talk about how they're the same, and they talk about how they're different. Yesterday, we talked about a problem and solution. Like sometimes an author will give me a problem, and then he tells me how to fix the problem. And then sometimes, the one we're going to talk about today, is authors organize information by using cause and effect. So I want to talk about the big difference between a problem and solution and a cause and effect. So problem and solution, the author gives me a problem and then he tells me a solution to the problem. Like, how do I fix it? But in a cause and effect, they tell me the problem, but they don't tell me like how to fix the problem. They just tell me the effects of the problem. So for example, let's say the cause was cleaning products get washed down the drain. What do you think the effects are of cleaning products getting washed down a drain? Well, in the end, animals and humans end up having health problems because there's all kinds of chemicals in the water. Think about like a hurricane. So let's say Hurricane Katrina blows through New Orleans. Well, some of the effects of that might be buildings and homes are knocked down, the whole town flooded because of the levees breaking. And so if we were going to take Hurricane Katrina and put this in a problem solution, I might say the problem was a hurricane came through and knocked down the levee at New Orleans. The solution is whoever the people are that build levees in the ocean, I don't know who they are, but the solution is they come in and they build a different type of levee to hold the water back from coming into the town. But if we were going to talk about it in a cause and effect, I'm only going to tell you the effects of the hurricane and the flooding, like what happened to the people, the buildings, the town. So it doesn't give me a solution. So the book we read today was what happens to a hamburger. And so let's talk about the causes and effect of a hamburger. The cause is I eat some hamburgers. The effect is my body has to digest it. And so this cause and effect book, this book just kind of goes through and talks to us about when we eat, what is the effect of that and what does that look like. There's tons of books that we could read that have cause and effect. Sometimes, maybe the book we read, Parents Over Puerto Rico. The cause is lots of animals are different people. There was animals, people, diseases were coming in and taking over the parrots. The effect of that was they were going extinct. But there's also problem solution in here. They found a solution to that problem. So cause and effect, just simply you tell me what happens. There's something happens and then the effects of that happening. So there's the difference between a problem and solution. So today you are going to complete your text structure activity we've been working on all week. And then you have a Google slide where you are just going to label a paragraph. Was it compare and contrast? Was it a time order? Was it a cause and effect story? Or was it a problem and solution story?